It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Jamison Williams. He was perfect for them a week ago, getting a pair of touchdowns and some massive yardage. It's the Lions and the Niners, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Garden, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. As CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. They're the best team in the NFL as far as running the football goes, but they're in for a stern test here.
Yeah, that defense that they're going up against, they're no slouch either. One of the top 5 units in the league. I think this game could boil down to stopping the big play. This offense can certainly hit some home runs, and if they hit out a couple here, it might be all they need to win the game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception ball. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Murray now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Rodgers on the return. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Murray. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one, and another 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now. But unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And Down inside the 40 to about the 38. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray out to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now Murray off play action. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be caught once again by Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat him.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter. And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game. Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. Able to hit out a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world? No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive. On the counter, it's Walker. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And Walker has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun now from Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Great Daniel like the quarter blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. Complete to Likely on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When we talk all the time about playing situational football right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On play action, it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Play fake. Murray. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the possession of...
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On
first and 10. Here's Murray. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make second down a lot shorter than he was looking for a moment.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Murray now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the 38, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Murray's throw taken in there by Cooks.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Murray, one final try.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't